Okay guys, so here it is. This is the passenger side on this 78 Magnum, and like I said, I haven't had time to mess with this car all summer. Been tied up on some other stuff, and customer cars and different things, and so she's set out here. She's got a little surface rust on her. We're gonna try to get the front brakes going today. Yeah, when the guy I bought the car from put the big 20-inch wheels on it, and I understand that's not cool to a lot of you guys. A lot of you, seems like it's split. About half of you like it and half of you don't. I didn't like it at first. It's kind of grown on me, but it ain't nothing to take them off. These adapters, take these adapters off and put whatever wheel on it you want. But for now, we're staying with them. I just want to get this thing going right now. That's my main goal. So let me clean this surface rub stuff a little bit, and then we're going to mount a caliper. And I need to change the guy that I bought it from, cut the brake hoses. So I've got to get the brake hoses off and put new ones on it. So while I'm doing all this, I'm going to turn you off for just a second, and I'll cut you back on when we get to doing something interesting, okay? Okay guys, I don't know if you can see up here. I don't think you can. Can y'all see that? This is the brake line. Use a line wrench. You always use a line wrench. You see how the edges are made so it don't round off, because the heads of these lines are real soft. So you use a line wrench to prevent that. It's different than a regular wrench. And in this case, it's a 3/8. So you put this on here. You have to work it down from the line down onto the nut. And I've already broke it loose. I hope you guys can see that. I know it's probably not the best angle in the world. Yeah, you break it loose and just turn it all the way out. If you got one that's, the one on the other side is stuck, you can take some heat with a torch, but you got to be careful if you got brake fluid in there, because it will catch the brake fluid on fire once it pops loose. You heat it with a torch and let it turn it just a little bit, just break it loose, but don't get any fluid to come out. There are a number of ways you can get it off. You can just pre-soak it with some kind of, a lot of guys use PV blaster. I use some different stuff. Nothing's worked on that side. I haven't tried heat yet, but anyway, let's see what, there we go. Probably should have changed camera angles for this. Oh, this thing is in there. The thing about working on these old cars, still cannot get my finger. Let me try taking the hose out. All right, see here. I think the problem is, all right, there's a little clip that holds it in place. It just fits right in here. I'll show you on the new one how that goes together. There we go, it's off. That's what I thought was the deal. My gut feeling, that's what it was, and that's what it turned out to be. So that line is broke free. I'm gonna get my little screwdriver and just kind of knock the dirt away, because it's got plenty of it. All right. Take this rag, kind of clean it a little bit. That wasn't too bad. You can get the lines to break loose, is not bad at all. Okay, now on the new line, like I was saying, Doesn't come with a new clip. That's not good. Yeah, the clip goes, see this little groove right here? The clip goes right in that groove. And so this faces up towards the metal line that we just disconnected, and the clip is concaved or whatever, and it goes in just like that, and that locks it from coming back out. All right, let's put this in. And just simply thread the metal line back into it. Easier said than done sometimes. You don't want to cross thread it. And this one doesn't want to go. Let me get my flashlight out here and see what's happening. What we got going on here? There we go. Hold my mouth right. Okay. I'm going to press the piece here in. Okay, that went in. Let's make sure it seats in there good. And now I'm going to tighten the line up. It's Bob. All right, that's on there good. Ain't going anywhere. So it's got a little mounting tab here. All this stuff fits into. Clean that stuff good, guys, before you start taking it apart. Also, it'll help you with this. It's gonna have a lot of surface rust unless you live in the Southwest or someplace like that. Even then, on a 45, 50-year-old car, you probably still gonna have some rust. All right, let's put the pads in. Good Lord. Yeah, I think I need to get a, see the gap right here? I think I need to get something and just kind of knock that tab down. Maybe not. Well, let me go grab the tool to compress the caliper. I need to do that. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I went and got my tool that I use to compress the piston back down a little further. And so I used an old brake pad as kind of like an extension. So we're just going to crunch down on this thing and see if we can't compress that down in there a little bit further. It's definitely working. I don't think we had to go far. Let's try that. I don't want to tear that boot. Let's try that and see how that does. And you just simply unscrew it. Slide the old pad out. Okay, let's try that. See if that did it. Yeah, there we go. Went right in there. All right. I just got the seat into these mounts for the caliper on the spindle. There you go. That's in there good. All right, fellas, I forgot one thing, and the reason I forgot it, the kit that these came in had already been opened. And these little pieces here were not in the bag. So they are laying in the car somewhere probably, but I didn't see them. So these are the old ones. They have got to go on here too, and I forgot about those. If I'd have seen them in the bag, I wouldn't have forgot. But they go like this. You take the bolt back out, which you've already done, and this side here faces towards the caliper, and they fit right in there real nice. And let's loosen this one up, put the one on this end. I had already broke it free, guys. It wasn't that loose. You'll be able to see a little bit better how it fits in there. Like that right there. My drag car is a 77 Fury, which is this same exact setup, but I haven't had to put brakes on it yet. I bought it and had good brakes on it, and I haven't had to address that, so this is the first set of brakes I put on one of these late B-body Chryslers. Gosh, I guess 20 years. Wow. Used to do them all the time back in the 80s. These cars are so common back then. I think some of the C bodies had a similar. Before 75, some of the cars had a similar setup. That thing is turning right there. That's tight enough. That's tight enough. No, it ain't. Now we got everything tight. Everything's tight. Okay, let's go over to the other side. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot about those when I was putting all the stuff back in the bag. I noticed the old ones were laying in the bag, but not the new ones. Uh-oh, forgot something. All right, let's go to the other side. The other side is going to be fun. Okay guys, so this side over here I could not get to come loose. I soaked it with penetrant, all kinds of different penetrant, could not get it to come loose. So I'm gonna try one last time. I'm gonna hit it with a torch, with a bottle torch. And the line's already been cut, as you can see, so no worries of fluid coming out. I'm just gonna hit it with a bottle torch, and I'm gonna have to get a pair of vice grips. See if I can break it loose that way, because I don't want to replace that line if I can help it. And I've got another line, but I'd rather not do that. That line's bent pretty crazy, and it goes up down the frame and connects into the junction block, and knowing my luck, it's stuck down there too. Yeah, so let me just hit it with some torch, see if I can break it loose. If I can break it loose, I may be able to take a file, just file the edges back down fairly smooth where a wrench will fit it in the future. It's worth a shot. So I'm gonna cut you off while I go get the torch and a file, and see what happens. All right, guys. Okay, I hit it with the torch right here. Just simply, I'm gonna do it now because I broke the line loose. I just broke the line loose. I don't want any chance of any fluid catching on fire and blowing up on me, but it did break loose, so that's a beautiful thing. It's still tight as crap. There, you see it turning. Whew. Make sure I can get this thing off while I go to file. I brought 2 files out. Make damn sure, because this will save me a ton of work if I can get it off right here. I remember the one on the other side was threaded in there a mile. It's getting easier, so yeah, it's working. Let's see if I can take my regular pliers. Yeah, barely. See, it's pretty flat on this side. Like I only chewed up to one side. I just don't want the grip as good as I like. I don't know about that. Let's try these. At this point, I think I can just take this line here out. Let me see if I can do that. Get a light. Boy, this stuff is stuck. There it comes. Whew. Nope. Hopefully I can get that out and just unscrew the just froze up in there too. There we go. Whew. There it is. Lord have mercy. Now we should be able to just unscrew this line here, rubber line. Oh, everything is so damn rusty. Well, let me just keep taking it off with the middle line then. There we go. I'm just doing these. What's the deal? What is the dealio? Why don't you turn this? Turn the whole thing. Not good. That's not good. I'm going to fit everything back together. That ain't good. Yeah, let me put that clip back in. I gotta get that line out. That's the most important thing, is get that line out. There we go. Let's get this line out. Then we'll worry about it. Line probably needs to be replaced. be replaced anyway. But not today, I hope. They gotta be replaced today. We're just trying to get the car going right now. We'll restore it some other day. We got other things to work on. I just want to get this car going. There we go. Look at that. It's out. All right, now pull this clip back out. Aha. And the clip. Alrighty. So let's clean up some stuff, guys. I'm going to turn you loose. I'm going to do the same thing I did last week. Just get the Scotch-Brite pad, just kind of clean everything up here and clean up around here. So I'm going to turn you loose while I do all that. Okay, guys, I guess you can see that now. I had to change the, I had changed the camera. I had to change the angle. So I got everything back together as far as this goes. This line needs to be replaced. But in the meantime, I was able to get it back tight, I think. We'll find out when I go to bleeding. But all these brake lines on this car need to be replaced, not just this one. I'll replace every damn one of them. That's the project. When we dive into this car, we'll do that. For right now, I'm not going to be going on any long trips with it. If I get it going at all, I'll just drive it local so I can assess some of the things that are done to it. And winter comes up, get out here one day and replace as many of these lines as possible, which is a pain because they run them through the frame on down as you get further down the car, I think. But we'll see what we can do. I don't have to run it exactly the way the factory did. We try, but they got that looking a lot better there. It's pretty tight. I think we're going to be okay there. So we'll see. I'll get a bleed them. We'll see. Can't see how the backside looks, so let's hit it some more. All right, let's go back to hooking this stuff up. Let me cut you off one more time. I'm going to continue cleaning this rotor up right here. Never quite made it that far on the last one. All right, guys, so we got the other side put together. Everything's good and tight. I did find these little pieces here, what do you call them? The new ones. And they were in the bag the whole time. So everything's new on this side. I still got the old ones on the other side, but that's okay, they're fine. So my neighbor's coming over a little bit. We're gonna bleed them and we get the brakes bled. If no leaks, we'll put the wheels back on it. And I just fired up, put a battery in it, fired it up, and it runs. The carburetor's a little wacky, but it runs. It doesn't run great, but it runs. So hopefully we can, I don't know if it runs good enough to drive it. It kind of wants to choke off and spit back, but anyhow, there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, it's been 20 plus, maybe 30 years since I did disc brakes on one of these cars. So it's a little rusty on some of that stuff, but that's okay. All right, guys, on to the next one. Hope you enjoyed this video.